This is the Camp Snap camera, a digital point-and-shoot camera with the vibes of a disposable film camera. Welcome back, everybody. I am so excited to have you here so that we can talk about the Camp Snap camera. This is a cool little camera that I picked up for $45. And I was really curious about it because I loved the story. The creators of this camera actually wanted to find a way to have their kids take a camera to camp every year so they could take photos and be able to kind of document the experiences they were having. And they wanted it to be in a small, easy package that they didn't have to worry about battery life. As far as the aesthetics go, I love the old school disposable film camera style. I've always kind of liked them, though they're not really the best, but they're not meant to be. They're meant to be one-off uses. And this kind of takes that design, but puts it into a form that allows you to reuse it because it's got a rechargeable battery in it. You can remove the TF card in case that goes bad. And it's pretty simple to use. It's a one-button solution where you push and hold to turn on and off the camera. Once it's on, you hit the button once to take a photo. Now it does have a little bit of lag in there. We'll discuss that a little bit later. And it has one other button, which is our flash. When the camera is on, it displays this little number here, which tells you how many photos you have taken. I believe that they say it can take over 2,000 photos with the TF card included. And then I don't remember how long the battery lasts, but it does last quite a while. I've actually gotten up over 100 photos and then reset it down. So it's at least lasted this long. I would like to see some sort of battery number or something, but as far as the basic design, I think this is all right. Overall, this is an easy to use camera. Like I said, it's a one button push. You click it and it takes a photo. You have to wait until the shutter sound happens so that you're not moving it while the shutter's actually taking. It does feel a little long between button push and shutter sound, to the point where I've actually moved it a couple times as I've taken it. So I'm not a huge fan of that. If they can get it to where the shutter takes as soon as you hit the button, I think that would be a much better solution. So I have a few flaws that I have seen, and most of this has to do with what my personal taste is. The first flaw is I was not for sure when it was on and off without looking. Obviously, like, you have this on, but there would be occasional times where I wasn't paying that close of attention, brought it up to my face and tried to snap a photo only to realize that I hadn't turned it on. I also am not the target audience, so this point doesn't really make that much of a difference, but my hands are huge. In fact, this fits basically in my hand like that. I did have a little issue holding this thing comfortably, but again, this is made for a lot smaller hands than mine, so I will give them a pass for that. I don't think that's that big of a deal. So like I said, this was designed for kids going to camp so that they had a way to take pictures that wasn't going to run out of battery too fast, and that they didn't have to take their cell phones. I think this is a great solution for that, albeit the image quality is very low in my opinion. Now granted, I've also been shooting with my Panasonic G85, which you're looking at right now, and a few other cameras along with my S22 Ultra, which has a phenomenal camera. So I think I'm a little biased when it comes to this quality. If I were to look back at the quality of the point and shoot, like disposable film cameras, I may see a very similar quality, may not. I don't personally remember. They said they were going for a similar price to the disposable cameras. I don't know what the prices are. Like I said, this I purchased for $45, and I think that's pretty reasonable for what you're getting. My only other gripe about this, and this may also be something that little hands have a little bit easier of a time, but when charging, this little flap is fairly difficult to pull up. I'm using a little SIM card ejector pen to get up under there to pull it out. It's just so recessed into the body that it's hard to get my fingers, especially since I don't have any nails. Since this is not water resistant or waterproof or dust proof or anything like that, I almost would prefer to have the port on the outside of the camera, because I don't think this is really saving all that much. And I think what will end up happening is this getting ripped off in the long run. My final thought on this camera: is it worth the $45? I think yes. The main reason is because you're going to be giving it to your kids. I think this is an all right first camera, and I think for the most part, they're not really looking for the best image quality. They're wanting to take pictures of their friends and the dog that they see at camp, or any number of different things. And I think this is a great solution for them getting to document what they experience at camp, while also understanding that parents don't have the money to go out and buy a big brand new $1,000 cell phone every single time they're going to camp. And the screens on these are expensive to replace, so one of these, even two of them, I think you're better off purchasing in the long run. That's it for me, guys. I hope you like my new setup. Look at this. I have spent some time trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do my recording studio, and I kind of like how this is set up. I'm going to be tweaking some stuff. If you guys have any opinions on this, please let me know in the description, you guys can access that in the comments down below. I'm happy with this. This is just scene one, I guess you could say. I've got another scene on the other side of my computer desk here that I might be using in the future as well. I will have to see if I can figure out how to make that look as nice. So this is a fun experience for me, trying to figure out how to make this work in such a small bedroom. In fact, I've got some lights that I have set up for my stream that I've actually made work for this. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that.